All right. Welcome back to Sports Chisme. I believe this is episode 3, where we talk about 95% WWE and then anything else rumors of the sports world. Which brings us to one of the juiciest stories in the sports world, NFL offseason. We have an NFL coach who just played in the Super Bowl game, caught with a sports journalist at an Arizona adults-only couples resort, usually. Both of them are married to other people. What do you know about this story?
So, here's the chisme. So, apparently she's a sports reporter.
Yeah.
And allegedly they were there on a group trip with other friends. So when TMZ came out with the photo, they were like, "Oh no, you're getting it out of context."
Who said that?
Rossini,
Okay.
Diana Rossini,
Yes.
and Mike. I always get his last name. Vrabel.
And so this is, by the way, this is the theme of the show. Is the love of my life here is learning about sports through her favorite thing, which is gossip. Chisme in Spanish.
Chisme.
And so Sports Chisme is, I've loved sports my whole life. My darling here has loved Chisme her whole life. Where the two topics merge, we can both learn from it. So Mike Vrabel, I'll give a little background. Mike Vrabel was a legendary football player for the New England Patriots. Won a couple of Super Bowls, Hall of Fame caliber player. He retires from the NFL and becomes a coach in the NFL. He coaches the Tennessee Titans and does a fantastic job as a coach. They have really good teams. And then in 2024, they have a down year. He's fired toward the end of the year. There is some allegedly Twitter speculation. Now, this is, again, unfounded. But I saw this about a year ago, that there was some Twitter speculation that one of the straws that broke the camel's back for him at Tennessee was that he showed up to the team Christmas party with someone who was not his wife, and the owner of the team doesn't play that mess. And so that who knows if any of that is true, but I saw that going through the rumor mill just about a year ago. And now, last week, Mike Vrabel, Diana Rossini, former ESPN analyst, now for The Athletic.
The Athletic, which is owned by the Times.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So they were seen at this Arizona romantic getaway resort. TMZ, of all people, took photos of them. I would say canoodling. What would you say?
They were canoodling. They were standing across from each other, which, by the way, it was like very picturesque. It was like on a balcony. It looked almost like an Italian, like Tuscan scenery. You don't go to imagine.
You've really got Italian stuff on the brain right now.
I really do, because we're wedding planning and that's the vibe that I'm going for. Anywho, so it's very like picturesque, and they're just like this holding hands, and she looks like she's giggling, mind you.
Then there's a picture of them hugging, and
I didn't see that one.
She's got her hand like on his hip, like, you know how you do the hug and you put the hand on the hip, like, yeah, that hand's been there before. But as you pointed to, the reports came out and initially said what?
Well, okay, so they both basically said that, oh, the photo is taken out of context. It's just because you can't see our friends in the background.
So two big groups of friends.
Allegedly,
which, hey, how do you feel about that? Let's say that's true. Two big groups of friends are at the Arizona resort. They see each other. She used to be a beat writer for the Tennessee Titans. They know each other well. Oh my God, it's you. So picture, you see these pictures of me, okay? And I'm like, honey, it's just two big groups of friends. We used to work together. I'm like, oh my God, that's you.
No. Okay. Regardless, or Gretchen Wieners, irregardless, if I see you, even if you see me, if I see you, if we see each other, just like embracing someone, but you're holding hands.
Fingers interlocked.
Now that's romantic.
Is that a problem?
I think, yeah, that's a problem.
Is that intimacy?
Very.
Is that always intimacy? Fingers interlocked.
Okay, so no, because sometimes, but because you go like, oh, it's but it's like if it's because sometimes there's people where they give you a high five, but they
No,
they go like this.
never
like,
in my life.
Don't you see where they go like this and they're
No.
like, yeah, like it's like a
No,
power. No,
never in my life. No, never.
It's because our neighbor, we did that the other day. She went like, yeah.
No,
For, I don't know. She was very enthusiastic about the gardening. And she was like, yeah.
never has one of my broskies have we shaken hands and then we
okay, exactly.
fingers.
So maybe it's like a girl thing. So maybe it's like a girly thing, like
So
whatever.
okay, I'm at the resort. This is
No.
how she shakes hands.
No.
We just
No.
or it's you saw the mountain. This is rugged terrain. Maybe I almost slipped and oh my God, thank God somebody was there to catch me.
I just want to point, the hands were not up here. They were down here, which means that they were holding hands. Like who knows how long they were holding hands for.
There is a pretty big height difference. Mike Vrabel is like 6'4". I imagine Diana Rossini is in the low 5s. So maybe they were holding hands there because she needed a boost up just to give him the hug.
Okay. I don't like the defending.
No, I'm
You're
just
defending a lot.
playing devil's advocate. Just saying if this was friends.
I don't think so.
So no matter what, this is bad news.
It's bad news. It's first of all, even if it's unprofessional because she is a reporter. So there should be boundaries in between you, the reporter, and those whom you are interviewing.
Well, and this is not the first time that there's been speculation either. There was I don't know. I was seeing the tweets go around from the wife of the former general manager of the Washington Commanders football team, Redskins, whatever you call them, that called out Diana Rossini and said that she was sneaking around with her husband at the time.
Oh.
There's also some rumors that Diana Rossini and another former, I think, ESPN analyst got into a fist fight one time because they didn't realize they were both hooking up with the same Washington coach who's now the Los Angeles Rams coach, Sean McVay. Allegedly. This is all Twitter speculation.
Wait, what year was this? Wait, this was who got in the fist fight?
Rossini and this girl, Britt McHenry, allegedly.
And we don't know what year?
We don't know what year.
Okay, because she married her husband in 2020.
Who is an Eagles fan, which is the biggest tragedy of all in this. And there's been a lot of speculation about the Eagles trading their star wide receiver, A.J. Brown, to the New England Patriots.
No.
And who has been breaking a lot of that scoop? Diana Rossini.
Diana, girl.
As a man, I follow bro code and I go, hey, for all we know, they were just friends there. I mean, groups of buddies. It happens.
No.
It happens. Groups of friends. There's probably tons of people there in the background somewhere. But as an Eagles fan, dump them. Done.
Well, first of all, doesn't she talk like really negatively about her husband, like publicly?
Yes, all the time. Executive for Shake Shack, by the way.
Yes.
Allegedly. I looked it up. I'm saying allegedly for all of this because we don't know anything.
Because we don't really know.
Yeah, but I did look it up, and it looks like he's an executive for Shake Shack, which I don't know. I've lived in the corporate world for a long time. That is a long walk down the office hallway after news like this comes out. I just can imagine cubicle to cubicle going, you see the picture of the Vrabel? Oh, my God, you see the picture of the Vrabel?
Yeah.
They said they were with friends. I didn't see any friends. All right, it looked like it was just them.
Okay. I just want to say that The Athletic came out first in her defense. Mm-hmm. And now recently they said, never mind. She's going to be investigated.
They buckled.
Yep. And she will not be reporting until who knows how long. And I'm just saying they must have come across something for them to feel like now we have to run an internal investigation.
But not to be Johnny White Knight here, but if they're going to investigate Diana Rossini, they have to investigate him.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
sure.
if you're exploiting insides, he could be exploiting inside sources.
Yeah.
The New England
And-
Patriots are just a shadowy organization all the time.
Oh.
All the time.
Really?
We can get into that another time.
We need to dive into that.
You want to get into that, you're going to have so much fun looking at the last 10 to 15 years of the New England Patriots shady history.
Wow.
A lot going on.
Isn't that where Tom Brady came from?
That's where Tom Brady came from. Yes, that's correct. A lot of shady history there. You're going to really enjoy yourself.
I think he's weird, by the way, you guys. Real quick sideline. Tom Brady's weird.
He is weird. He looks too strange. Too much.
He's weird.
Too much injections or whatever's going on.
Botox,
It looks
filler.
like. Do you think he's got? Okay, so I don't want to say an expert in this, but you're pretty well versed in this. Do you think Tom Brady has gotten Botox?
He's got. I don't know. I think he's definitely had he looks like he's had some filler.
He looks weird, right?
He just looks. I don't even know if it's necessarily because of whatever work he just gives off a weird vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where I just feel like he's weird. Not that I'm sure maybe he is
You're
a
a weird
nice
guy,
guy.
Ace.
Like he's weird. Just, I don't
Weird
know.
guy.
He's weird.
Yeah, but
Weird.
you're going to really enjoy some New England Patriots scandal. Anything else on the Vrabel Rossini? I know you wrote down a lot yesterday. So are there any other remarks on this that you'd like to leave us with before we go into our home, which is the WWE?
There is one thing that I want to start doing.
Okay.
So, I think you
I forgot about this.
Yes. So there is one thing that I want to start doing.
Can I give some background? So we were sitting outside yesterday. I was writing comedy material. I'm a stand-up comedian. And I looked over next to me, and the love of my life here I saw was searching. She had a Google search that said common football terms. And it was just AI results of like fumble. And it was a definition of what a fumble is. And it was like linebacker, a definition of what a linebacker is. And I looked over and I was like, what are you doing?
I was trying to get cute with it.
So she wants to name Chisme segments for non-WWE stuff. We're going to be talking about mostly just gossip.
Yeah.
So she wants to name the Chisme segments and have a little cute punny title for them, despite the fact that you don't really know anything about these particular sports references, which is going to make this so much more fun.
No. Okay. So basically, what I was doing, I was like, okay, there's sports scandals. How cute would it be to have like
sports candles? What are sports candles?
Scandals.
Oh, scandals. Okay. I was like, you're already decorating with this? Okay. Okay.
No,
Sports
scandals.
scandals. Okay.
Anyways, so I thought it would be really cute to have like fun names that were sport related, to these scandals.
Yeah. Turn us into crime junkies.
Basically.
Bring it.
But shout out to Ashley Flowers, by the way.
So,
anyway, but
you almost started reading these off to me yesterday, and I said, "Please wait.
Yeah,
Please wait until we."
And
film.
I don't know sports terms, obviously. So what I was trying to do is look up different terms and then see if I could find a cool little a pun, if you will.
So
I have a few.
If you're still somehow watching this, we just crossed 8,000 YouTube subscribers, by the way.
Oh, cool.
So the
Thank
6
you.
of you that are still watching,
Yeah.
my diehards, you're going to read off some of these titles.
Yes.
This is specifically for the scandal of Mike Vrabel being caught at a couple's getaway retreat place with sports journalist Diana Rossini.
Yes.
Both of whom have spouses that are not each other. These are all titles to label that scandal. If you're
Yes.
still watching, please in the comments vote on which one is your favorite. I have not heard these before. This is my fiance's best attempt to roll in sports terms that she does not understand, almost certainly.
No, and I kind of knew in the moment, but I've since then forgot. So
Okay, let's take it from the top and read each one, and we'll have time to digest each one together.
Okay, cute. Okay, so the first one is holding penalties and holding hands. Roosies and Vrabel's. Is it Vrabel's?
Vrabel's and Rossini.
Messy drive.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you think holding penalty? Oh, holding penalties like.
Yeah, I don't know. I looked it up and I was
That's
like,
pretty good,
holding
actually.
penalties. I was like, they were holding hands.
That's pretty good. Offensive. You know what you could call this? I'll shorten this for you.
Yeah.
Offensive holding, because so the penalty of holding is when you grab the opposite you grab the jersey or body of the opposing team at a time.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to grab them and hold them back. It's particularly an offensive penalty. The offense is typically the one, like the lineman, the offensive lineman.
Oh, which he was.
Who block. No, he was a defensive lineman.
Oh, just kidding.
Or a linebacker. You can still hold on defense.
Yeah.
But offensive holding is kind of a play on words. It's offensive.
It is offensive.
And holding.
That is cute.
Offensive holding. And this is the sign for holding. When a referee calls holding, they say holding. Number 54, defense, which I believe might have been Vrabel's number.
Oh.
10-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Oh, we hear that a lot.
So offensive. What's the first? So the first one is holding penalties
and holding hands. Rousse's? Why can't I?
Rossini.
See, my writing's terrible. Rossini's and Rebels' messy drive.
Okay. Alternative title, offensive holding, colon, Vrabel and Rossini's.
Vrabel. Why do I mess up his
Okay.
name? Right.
Title number 2.
Okay, number 2. Okay, this one's actually I think this one's fun. Okay. Personal foul. The Vrabel play no one called.
What does that mean? The Vrabel play no one called. What does that mean?
Because no one suspected it. They all I just feel like no one really suspected their affair.
Well, someone suspected it for them to get these photos, and there's now a second photo dropped. Whisper in George Bush's ear while he's trying to read a story. A second photo has dropped, Mr. President. A photo of them two at a bar together, taken from like a beer pitcher. Someone had their cell phone, and now there's speculation that Rossini's husband hired a private investigator to follow them. But somebody had it in for these two.
So
there's no other way.
So that doesn't work.
There's no other way other than somebody had it in for these two, because who would care otherwise?
That's true.
The Vrabel play no one called.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. The next one.
Number 3.
Vrabel's biggest fumble wasn't on the field.
These are actually pretty good. It's super cornball. It's super cornball, but that's pretty good. Like if you were going to, what a great idea. If you were going to turn the story into a Lifetime movie.
Yes.
These are the things you would call it. What's that title again? Number 3?
Vrabel's biggest fumble wasn't on the field.
Okay. Love it.
Love it.
How many more do you have?
I've got 3 more.
All right, let's hustle.
Okay.
We're taking too much time.
Illegal contact. The Rossini and Vrabel side story.
Okay, so it's all the same. It's all the same.
No.
Hang on a second. It's all the same title structure. It's just a different reference, colon, and then a sentence. These are all Lifetime movie titles. It's all the same thing. Football term, colon, sentence about the scandal.
Well, it's dramatic.
It is dramatic.
That's the whole point. It's dramatic.
Hilarious.
It's juicy. It's chisme-ish.
Yes.
Okay, this one's cool.
Number 5?
Yeah. Ball security, never heard of her. The Vrabel turnover.
What? Ball security?
Yeah.
Ball security.
Yeah.
Ball security.
Isn't that a thing? When you
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to use this as a pun for? Ball security?
Like secure the ball.
Loose ball?
No, like secure the
balls.
Aren't you supposed to secure the ball? Make the secret, you're securing the secret.
Oh, the ball is the ball.
I would think that the ball is the security. We're gonna go with the ball as a security.
The security ball. Okay.
Security ball.
Okay, can you read that one again?
The more I read this,
Loose
I feel
balls?
like this. I feel like this one is kind of.
It's a bit risque.
It is, and I apologize.
This is Sports Chisme After Dark. Can you read that one more time?
Ball security. Never heard of her. The Vrabel turnover.
Ball security. Never heard of her.
Never heard of her.
Who's her?
Just I don't, because you know how you're like, oh, she's tired, or oh, where did because it's more dramatic. Because I feel like
It makes no
As
sense,
a lady, I'm more dramatic
and
sometimes.
and therefore it's my favorite.
Okay. All right. Last one. Oh, this one is actually, if they were going to do a documentary on this, I feel like this is the one. Okay.
We'll be the judge, but
Turnover in the red zone of life.
what?
Right? Because I forgot what it made sense when I was doing it, because I was looking up turnover and then red zone.
What's the red zone?
Isn't the red zone in football supposed to be like the zone, like you're not supposed to?
No, the red zone. So the red zone is.
I can't remember.
The red zone is, the end zone where you score a touchdown at.
Yes.
To the 20-yard line is the red zone, because you're close to scoring a touchdown. So you're in the red zone. You're within firing distance of a touchdown. They call that the red zone.
What's a turnover?
A turnover is when you give the ball to the other team when you did not intend to.
Well, that's what so that makes sense.
Turnover in the red zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of life.
Dot, dot, dot.
Yeah.
Of,
literally put
of
dot,
life.
dot, dot.
And I just picture one of those
Of
squiggly
life.
things at the end.
Yeah.
Of life. Turnover in the red zone. Dot, dot, dot. Of
life.
Hilarious.
Yeah. So anyways, cast your vote. I know it's hard because they're all dynamite.
But you're not buying it if
They're all dynamite.
So let's say you see a picture of me like this. And I'm like, honey, our friends were there. They just didn't get any pictures of the friends. Just saying. All right. Move on.
No, that is not happening.
Move on. By that look, I'm guessing we move on to WWE.
I'm good to go to WWE, but yeah, she's sketchy. They're both sketchy. They're a little too defensive.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, the defense.
On
is
to
not
the
working.
wrestling.
Oh, wait. Yes.
We'll just do a little recap. Monday Night Raw. You, why don't you just take us through it?
Ooh, okay. So we're gonna start off with CM Punk's promo.
Pipe bomb.
His pipe bomb.
Number 2, or maybe number 3.
Yeah.
He's had a lot of pipe bombs over the years, but this one, big time.
He seems to be very like hot-headed.
Yeah, that's his thing. So this pipe bomb. Well, I'm sorry. I'll let you.
No,
go
go
on.
ahead.
Please cook.
No. No, that's no.
Oh,
go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So his pipe bomb was against, mainly against TKO, the company that technically owns the WWE now. The back, whoever the executives are, the executives at TKO, he took some shots at The Rock. And then he took some shots at Pat McAfee, or as he calls him, Pat McAfee. Took some shots at him.
Yeah.
Took some shots at Roman Reigns.
Yes.
What do you think?
Okay, so let's go with the Pat McAfee situation. I agree. What is he doing there?
Yeah, nobody likes it.
No, that and it kind of like ties back to the whole jelly roll. Like, again, really cool that they're willing to go in and promote and all that jazz. But yeah, I totally agree.
There are so many high-level wrestlers that do not have any plans at WrestleMania right now, and we're building storylines around Pat McAfee, Jelly Roll, Lil Yachty. It's a disaster.
What are we doing? Yeah.
Who does not have the voice for it, by the way.
He poor
it's
guy.
way too high.
It's yeah.
But I digress. So what'd you think of the CM Punk promo?
Oh, I loved it. And you know what? I feel like I really like, other than the old videos that you showed me of Punk when he does the whole crisscross thing and he sits on the floor, I haven't really gotten to see so much of like this side of him, like heavy, like the way that he went on Monday.
Yeah.
And it was really cool.
You like that?
Yeah, because I think it was sometime last week you pulled up an old YouTube and he was like doing a podcast, but it was like cartoon.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how like, he was like, my body is breaking down. You guys won't put me on like a main event. Like, I'm leaving. Mm-hmm. And he's like, this business just doesn't care about me. So why should I care about this business? And I feel like he's going back to that place because he did go back to that place.
He went hard. He took shots at Vince McMahon, who up until the last couple of weeks even, it seemed like they weren't supposed to ever make any references to Vince McMahon. Pretty interesting stuff. And so he comes out to the arena. Mm-hmm. He throws the belt into the center of the
Yes.
ring. I've never seen a
Yes.
champion throw the belt into the ring, but almost as like, I don't care about this thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're in Houston, Texas. He sits down cross-legged, starts his promo, and the
Yeah.
crowd is kind of being dummies. Like they're doing the what in between his thing to
right,
interrupt
yeah.
him. They started chanting for
Yeah.
Roman Reigns. They're kind of booing CM Punk a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then Punk, within about 2.5 minutes, gets the whole crowd to turn onto his side and like trains them into being the crowd that they need to be for this promo. And then he crushes Roman, crushes McMahon, crushes The Rock, crushes TKO, and then just when you think he's done, he smashes McAfee. And then the big thing of it all is he says to TKO and I guess McAfee, lower the ticket prices.
Yes.
Building explodes.
Yes, because hasn't that been an ongoing issue? Like people aren't going because
Huge
it's
problem.
too expensive.
Huge problem, and it's what's going to make the WWE not cool anymore. And this happens with everything. And by the way, TKO kind of did this when they took over the UFC. The UFC was white hot. It was the hottest thing going, at least in my world. TKO takes over a big giant merger. They bring in a ton of money. I mean, they know how to make money and get returns. But for the diehard fans, the product starts to suffer. And your diehard fans are the ones that have the passion for something that bring the mainstream eyeballs to it and make it quote unquote cool.
Yeah.
Because they realize, oh, something must be here. And that's how you build momentum. So it's almost inevitable that when prices go up, events go up, lineups get diluted. You squeeze all the juice you can out of the product from a profit standpoint, that the diehards start to go away, and the mainstreams who never really completely loved it in their bones in the first place go, oh, this doesn't feel as cool anymore.
Yeah.
Because they're not cool. They've
Right.
never been cool.
Yeah.
What's actually, this is the best thing, I'm turning 40 in a month. The best thing about turning 40 is I don't have to pretend to be. What you learn when you grow older is there's nothing cooler about caring, about
Yeah,
just being
that's
way
true,
into
yeah.
something. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So the mainstream was never actually cool. It's just the amount of eyeballs that the cool kids club is attributed to it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you lose the diehards, everything falls out underneath of it, and they're at a real jeopardy of that happening right now.
I agree. And it seems, and also I think that people are starting to kind of wake up and get a little fed up with a lot of the storylines,
Yep.
because a lot of stuff isn't going anywhere.
Big time.
It's just stuff is like it seems like they keep recycling the same story, but no one's like progressing. Sorry.
Please,
go
no,
ahead.
go. No,
No,
please go.
I was going to say, and not to get ahead of myself, but like with, this also happened on Monday Night Raw with Femi and Brock.
Mm-hmm.
They keep doing this thing where they're like coming at each other, but somehow Brock just keeps getting taken down, which kind of tells us that, at least I thought, that it maybe is like foreshadowing that Brock is actually going to win and he's going to rise to the top. But if they actually want Femi to be the star that they're like making him up to be, then shouldn't he take the title at WrestleMania to give him a boost?
There should
I
be
don't know.
some back.
There's, like,
I
weird.
agree with you, and it looks the same way to me that Brock is going to
Yeah.
wind up winning at WrestleMania because you're right. As far as I've seen when they've done these head-to-heads, Oba has gotten the better of Brock every time.
Yeah.
And if you really want to build it up to be this rivalry of two indestructible forces, at some point, Brock's going to have to get an edge over Oba. He's going to have to take him out or take him down. Unless they're doing what I really hope they're not doing, is
Yeah.
for Oba to run through Brock and then set up Brock to get retired by Gunther, which a lot of people are speculating about. I really hope they're not doing that.
No, that would be horrible.
It just doesn't make sense for him to. It doesn't make sense for Brock to do retirement tour. By the way, he can just be the beast that lurks in the background and shows up every couple months in Rex's house, and he can do that forever or until he's just not doing it anymore. I don't think there needs to be a clear line retirement for him.
No, and for some, and I will say, his his character doesn't give off that like persona.
Yeah.
You're right. He seems like he's supposed to be this huge they've made him up to be this huge undestructible guy like his whole life, where like he's actually overcome legitimate injuries, where it's like, how in the world does a natural person even like
Well, yeah.
recover from those things? So if they do that with, I think it'll just kind of like, I don't know, take away all the magic that they've built up for him for his whole entire career. So I agree. But
back to one more thing on the CM Punk promo.
yeah.
Do you think it was real and he was taking shots at TKO and all those people, or do you think it's a work and everyone is in on it? All the TKO people, because they did give a discount code on SmackDown to take 25% off of ticket prices as sponsored by Dodge Ram or whatever. Do you think it was a shoot promo where he took shots? Do you think it was a work where all the TKO people are in on it, or do you think it's somewhere in between?
I don't think it was a work.
You don't think it was?
No,
you think there was some realness in it?
I think there was, because I think, okay, so just really quickly. So so it was CM Punk who was talking, was it to Stephanie McMahon? Is that her name?
You're thinking Cody Rhodes.
Oh no, I'm thinking Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Because they keep referencing Vince McMahon, no?
Yes.
Like, is he is he coming back or not?
So he does this thing where he kind of lurks around and kind of, there starts to be speculation of like, is the old man trying to dig his way back in? So a couple weeks or a couple months ago, they were saying that he was trying to get an equity group together to buy the WWE again and take it private. But every time, it seems like this weird battle where every time there starts to be speculation of that, there seems to be another lawsuit or filing that comes out against him, and he takes a beating, and it's very weird.
I just feel like if there's any kind of like behind the scenes stuff going on, and Punk's just not happy with it, I feel like he is kind of taking shots to kind of like put them in check, because it's the most that he can do. But I don't know, that's just based on the limited of what I've seen, because I don't.
Yeah, I do agree with you there that maybe the person who would be least happy for Vince to come back would be CM Punk.
Yeah,
that's very fair.
And I just feel like when you attack the business like that, and you're going down on their ticket prices, which it seems like they're trying to generate more money. It just kind of seems like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it might have been real, but it could just be. I like it. I would like the fact. I would love for it to be real, but I don't know. What do you think?
Here's why I suspect that it's a work, and TKO's in on it. I think CM Punk, besides Cody Rhodes, may have fared out better than any other WWE star since the TKO merger. He has returned to the WWE since the TKO merger, after we never thought he was going to come back.
True.
He has now been the heavyweight champion twice.
Yeah.
He is now main eventing WrestleMania for the second straight year, where up until last year, he never main evented a WrestleMania in his entire career. This is his second main event, and now he's night 2 main event. He's getting Hollywood opportunities and did the Z-Bros and whatever movie that was with Roman Reigns. His wife has gotten a title belt despite the fact that she seems to be on a part-time schedule. One of his best friends in wrestling got signed and is doing Danhausen.
Oh, he's great.
Got signed to a big deal. Everything has gone tremendously for CM Punk in the last year or two. So I would be really surprised if he had this much angst against TKO. And also, I would imagine the TKO would resist any efforts by Vince McMahon to try to dig his hands back in. I don't know for certain if that's the case, but I don't know. So I lean toward this is all a work, and they're taking shots at The Rock. We'll really know in the next couple of weeks whether this is a work. If The Rock injects himself back into the storyline, work. If we don't see The Rock, shoot. This was probably some realness, because he took some real shots at The Rock. Triple H the head of creative, and Shawn Michaels, who runs NXT, who were originally in the Click together. They've been both going out doing the podcast circuit, and Shawn Michaels had said there's this long running story about how the Click, they used to bully The Rock when he first got into the WWE. Shawn Michaels, after being an apologist for the last decade, came out this week for some reason and said that was overblown and not even factual. It just seems like a weird time and a bit too on the nose. But if The Rock doesn't come back, I think you're onto something, that there may be some realness. And you look at that smile on your face.
I kind of do want it to
Yeah, of
be
course
real.
you do want it.
It makes it even more interesting.
Yeah. All right. What else you got on
Okay.
Monday Night Raw?
Ella Knight versus Austin Theory.
Who was that first name again?
Austin?
No, the other one.
LA Knight?
There you go. Ella. It sounded like you said Ella Knight. Ella Knight.
LA Knight, sorry. They do say that Californians eat their words.
They do either. You kind of pronounced it like Santino is this famous wrestler that would do this like comedy bit where he'd purposely mispronounce them. John Cena instead of John. Ella Knight.
LA Knight.
So
But
please.
yeah. So basically, is it I Show Speed?
Indeed it is.
So prior to the match,
Tremendous talent.
Oh, he's great. He was cursed by Danhausen.
Cursed.
And then I think it was Jake Paul grabbed him and pushed him into LA Knight, and I think that's what basically took down LA Knight and gave Austin Theory a chance to. He defeated LA Knight.
So Logan Paul pulled I Show Speed over the divider.
Yeah.
I Show Speed took Logan Paul's brass knuckles and put him in his hand, and as he put him in his hand, LA Knight kind of grabbed him by the shoulder and he turned and punched him, not realizing who he was punching. And so at that point, Logan Paul and Austin Theory were like, you have no choice now. LA Knight's coming for you. You got to hang with us. And now they're like forcing him to be part of the bad guy faction, which is pretty hilarious.
It was hilarious. You know what? It kind of reminded me like those old like sitcom type things, almost like you're trying to explain yourself, but you can't. You get caught up in the thing. So, and I do think it's because of the curse. I am so determined that the cursing is real.
Well, from what we saw last night in SmackDown, it appears very real.
It's very real.
Even to Danhausen's Surprisehausen.
But what I wanted to ask you is, how did you feel about LA Knight losing? How do you think it impacts him?
Well, at this point, I don't think it can impact him any worse. You know how I feel. I'm an LA Knight stan.
Yeah.
I've marked out for LA Knight. Yeah. I've been marking out for LA Knight for a long time now, and I just feel like he is not getting his due. And I understand this pairing with the Usos, but I don't think it's fair to him. I think we should have a belt on him. He should be contending for the heavyweight belt or the WWE belt, or at least something, instead of just being this guy who takes the pin and gets the law. He's been over with the crowd for so long on his own.
Yeah.
And he's been under this fire for so long where it seems like he's being held back, that I feel like now you're starting to see more botches out of him because he's just stuck in this area where he can't break through a ceiling, even though he already has with the crowd. They won't let him through. And now it seems like they're just cherry picking reasons to point at him that he's not. And I know what that's like when you go under a microscope where everything is questioned. You start to overthink and you start to make mistakes.
Yeah.
You've seen that happen with me in jobs before. You've seen it
this is true.
You've directly in front of you. You've seen this happen, and now we're starting to see that with him. But yeah, he's getting good storylines. I'm sure he's selling good merch from it. He got to do I Show Speed's stream, which like broadcast to 200 billion people or whatever. So that's great. But we want to see him win.
Yeah.
We want to see him get a belt. That's how I feel. It just drives me crazy.
I do think that they're like doing him dirty.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, and again, this actually goes back to the Jelly Roll and Paul McAfee situation. Instead of like putting him up, they should be putting up like wrestlers like LA Knight and putting them in the spotlight.
I like Jey Uso, but LA Knight should have got a push the same way that Jey Uso got. If he would have gotten that kind of push, he would have been so over.
Oh.
It'd have been great.
They have given Jey Uso so many chances and opportunities that I'm like, I still just don't get it. I mean, he's like, his song is like fun with the crowd. Everyone has a great time.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's not like, I mean, he's not like super incredible to see in the ring.
I like where he's at right now. I like him in the tag division with his
Yeah,
brother.
that's really cool. That's a
Contending
cool
for
dynamic.
the tag titles. I hope he stays there
Yeah.
and they don't break him free again.
Yeah.
I like the temporary, like it's fun for a temporary pairing with LA Knight, but he should be moved on into title contention.
Yeah, I agree.
Anything else on Raw going on?
Oh, the Finn Balor
Finn Balor.
and JD
McDonough.
McDonald.
Biggest head in the business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interference from Dom.
From Dom.
A whole thing that sets up Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania.
Okay, so I'm excited for that because Dom was cursed. I'm going to go back.
Yeah.
He was cursed by Danhausen, and I would love to see Finn Balor like getting cahoots with Danhausen.
Well, and it seems like Finn Balor is going to come out as the demon, which I don't think you've seen before. Which is you're going to love this. By the way, I believe you just called him Danhausen, continuing your Santino bit. I'm going to get you, the Danhausen. Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, I would love for them to partner up
Amazing.
and like, I don't know. Yeah.
Amazing. Oh,
Yeah.
One thing I want to note, speaking of like Dominic Mysterio and Judgment Day thing, how about this storyline that they've got going with Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vaquer, where they just brutalize each other backstage every week.
I love it.
They're going hard in the
love
paint.
it, and I'm really rooting for Liv.
I know
She's
you
so
are.
cool. No, but even if it wasn't against Stephanie, because I'm not like crazy about her. But
We've established this in, I believe, episode 1.
yeah, Liv is fun.
Tremendous.
She's great.
Well, and Liv, again, testament to her. She has seemed to single-handedly get Stephanie Vaquer over with the crowd now. Built an
She's
interesting
great like
storyline
that, though.
with her.
Yeah.
And they've shifted to let Stephanie do promos in Spanish. Liv is cutting some promos in Spanish,
Yeah,
which is
she
cool.
is. But by the way, they bleeped out like part of her, which I get it because she is.
What did she
like,
say? You don't have to say it.
Yeah.
Okay, but
she said the P word in Spanish. I don't
which
know
is
if
the
I
B
should
word
say-
in English.
Yes.
Yeah. So
But-
yeah.
Yeah.
So this time, Liv is talking to, I believe, Raquel and Roxanne. Stephanie hits Liv from behind, one of them from behind, so hard that Liv and Roxanne knock heads together, and you can hear the knock on television.
yeah,
It sounds like you hit a
was-
block of wood with a
yeah.
hammer. And I
Yeah.
don't know if you've seen the pictures afterwards, but Liv has a knot on her
Yeah.
head like the size of this
Yeah.
globe.
Yeah. And I am wondering if it was because it's just chalk it up to the game, or if it's back to like Stephanie just kind of like not being
Safe
safe
in the ring.
in the ring.
That's fair.
And I will say, I do love that she's doing her promos in Spanish
Yep.
because I gotta having that language barrier has got to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
But she never does it in the ring and in front of the crowd, which again kind of reinforces like my thinking that she just doesn't know how to like present herself when she's like in front
She's
of
just
the
not there
crowd.
yet.
She's not there yet, and that's okay. But why are we pushing her like she's there yet and
Yeah.
we're neglecting like EO?
Yes. Oh,
What are we doing?
yes. Yes. Who has no dance partner at WrestleMania right now.
No.
We'll get to her a little bit more on the SmackDown thing, but I totally agree.
Yeah.
It's time to change. She's had a great run. I think it's been officially now 200 days.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie's been the champion, but it's time for the belt to change hands.
Yeah, I
and,
agree.
And go back into the stable, get a little bit more seasoned, a little bit more ready
Yeah.
for your next launch.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else on Raw before we?
AG Lee and Becky's promo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
I thought it was weird.
How so?
I thought it was no. It
This
was
is
a little dry.
this is the
It was
Michael
like,
Cole interview where Becky. You're right. That was
yes,
weird.
it
Which is a shame
was.
because the week before they did one live and it was great.
Yeah.
It was great. And it's like, that's these two legends. And then they did this backstage segment. I agree
It was
with you.
underwhelming.
Didn't work.
And they're both like they're I like them together. I think they're great. I know some people don't like
Either one.
but I thought they were really great. But yeah, I thought this promo was
Who do
a
you
little
want?
underwhelming.
Who do you want to come away with the belt at WrestleMania between the two?
I don't know.
You got nothing yet?
I don't
All right,
know.
we'll ask you
Yeah.
next week. Anything else on it? We got the Penta. Porque yo soy Penta el cero miedo. I can't tell what he says between yo soy Penta and the words cero miedo. I don't know if he's saying and, L, N. It doesn't fit whatever he's saying. Porque yo soy Penta el cero miedo.
Oh, I thought he was saying y tengo. I think he was saying we got to pay attention to that.
Pay attention
I don't know.
to that.
Yeah.
Because I've been trying to get it, and I'm like, does he say and? Does he say L, the zero here? Like, I couldn't figure out what he's saying, but as a person that's trying to learn Spanish, it's not making sense to me.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Please do. That ladder match is going to be a blast.
Oh, I know.
With
I'm
our
so
new buddy.
excited.
Well, our new buddy Rusev is in it. I told you
Rusev?
CJ Perry follows us now on Instagram, who's
Oh,
Rusev's
yeah.
wife.
Oh, yeah.
Formerly
Cool,
Lana.
cool.
And she just started doing stand-up comedy, so we've been buddy baiting Rusev.
That's cute.
He hasn't followed us back yet, but we're trying.
Pero he will.
And he's in the ladder match. So
That is so exciting.
It is Penta, Rusev, Dragon Lee, Javon Evans.
Yeah, he's
and
great.
now Rey Mysterio.
Oh,
Tremendous.
Oh, I forgot that he's going to join. That's going to be
Steal the
so
show.
fun.
Steal the show match.
That is so fun.
Anything else before we move on to SmackDown?
Oh, Seth's promo.
Ooh.
We can't forget Seth's promo.
Tell me about it. Refresh me if you would.
So basically he came in hating on Paul Heyman, saying that basically he's like ruining the vision. And then Gunther comes in and he like interrupts and takes him down. And I think Seth like escapes, right? He like, I think he like escaped.
I don't know how this is completely washed from my memory.
Yeah. But basically they do their thing, and then Gunther goes backstage with the wise man.
Okay, I remember this part.
And he goes, and the wise man is like, "Thank you so much." And Gunther's like, "I didn't do this for you, but you owe me like big time."
Yeah, I don't like this because now.
And I'm like, what does this even mean?
Well, and this puts me in my least favorite spot, which is I'm going into a WrestleMania match, and I feel like I know exactly how this match has to end. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm usually pretty decent on these, which is you've got Gunther stepping in to fight Seth and running this storyline with Paul Heyman. So kind of the way I see it is that Gunther has to win. He can't lose, or else it just kills whatever storyline he's working with Paul Heyman. Seth is returning to attack the Vision, so he can't lose unless there's interference. Everybody knows that Braun Breaker is on his way, is I think cleared for action now. Everybody knows Bronson Reed is on his way back soon. So everything is teeing up for those guys to be there to interfere in the match, for Gunther to be able to beat Seth, and then Gunther can cash in on whatever favor he's currying with Paul Heyman, which who knows if that's, but I just feel like all signs are pointing to that. And I hate when you're going into a big time match and you kind of know where you think it needs to go. It's a bummer.
It does. It ruins the mystique.
Yeah. I'm much more like we were just talking about the Becky Lynch and AJ Lee.
Yeah.
They could take that either way. I don't really know where they're going to take that. And that's much more fun to me.
Yeah. I just don't like what they're doing with Gunther.
Yeah.
Gunther doesn't have like any real, at least in my point, like, my opinion is that he doesn't have any real like character.
Yeah, which is a shame.
He has not, which is because he could be really, really cool.
Could be really good.
Instead, he's just used as this like instrument, And like he's telling Paul Heyman, you're going to owe me a favor, but a favor for what? To do what?
And it's also a shame because there are some really good storylines, even with how it's been kind of clunky, where he retired John Cena, he retired AJ Styles, but he tapped out to Jey Uso, and he got beat pretty handily by Cody Rhodes, where it was like, clearly you're not on the same level as Cody. Even with all that clunkiness, you've got the story of the giant bully who's afraid of his own blood, who's a bully until you bust him open, and then he's not a bully anymore. That's a very interesting storyline for him to overcome, and they're not using
doing it. So here's the thing, and I'm gonna go back to my Danhausen.
The Danhausen.
The Danhausen. I am going to go back to that because if they really want to use Gunther as this like instrument, like you're right, like he's being like the bully and he's doing all this, why not just team him up with Danhausen? Why am I
Gunther and Danhausen?
I don't know. He curses. Gunther takes them down. It's like it would be a pretty. I don't know. I think it would be fun.
I think Danhausen is probably German. So Gunther, I think Gunther is Austrian, but
it's the same thing. Tomato. I don't know.
Gunther and Danhausen would be a hilarious
I just
pairing.
think it would be so hilarious. Imagine them both coming out. It would be funny.
I would watch
but
it.
But it would do something other than he's like randomly just being thrown. Like there's no.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
The vulture.
Yeah.
All right. Is it time to move on to SmackDown?
It is.
Yay. We're going to make this quick because SmackDown, I think the internet wrestling community can agree, SmackDown has just been brutal.
Yeah, it's
lately.
not cool. It's not as great.
The first 2 months of the year, they were out like a house on fire. And then I don't know what happened, but it almost seems like they're purposely doing this. They've gone back to a third hour. It feels like an eternity. We just watched it this morning. Comparatively to Monday Night Raw, all due respect, SmackDown sucks. Hulu sucks.
Hulu sucks.
By the way, USA Network sucks. They do the event in a different time zone, and we're in California. We still can't watch it until 8 p.m., but we're getting all the updates on Twitter immediately.
It kills the whole thing.
If you don't watch it live on Hulu TV or USA or whatever it is, it doesn't show up until like 2 p.m. the next day. So I just recorded it last night on DVR style, and when we go to watch it back, we got to deal with commercials for USA Network SmackDown and commercials for Hulu TV.
And it's not even like it's like a commercial, then you get like whatever time frame of like show. It's like every like 2 minutes it's a commercial.
And it's the same 2 commercials. It's the DoorDash kind of gross, weird looking animation commercial, and it's the Cricket Wireless It's Just Me Oos commercial. Oh, you haven't seen that one?
No, I have. It's it's really weird.
So SmackDown opens with Rhea coming out to the ring to call out Jade Cargill. Instead, Io Sky comes out and says that she wants to fight Jade Cargill, and she's injured and favoring her hand and her ribs, and it's like, okay, we see where this is gonna go. So they took the best wrestler in the company, Io Sky, and they've made her this damsel in distress that can't win against anybody and needs to be saved by Rhea Ripley every single week, at least once, and sometimes twice. She got some nonsense roll-em-up pin last week, but until then, she hasn't won a match since, I believe, January. She hasn't won a singles match. So the best wrestler in the company hasn't won a match in nearly 3 months. It's just, I don't know what they're doing with it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to me.
And they keep, so one thing that I don't like is I'm kind of over the whole Rhea having to rescue Io. It's getting old. There's like, I don't get why. It's kind of making it seem like Io's like this inferior wrestler and she can't handle her own.
The buddy angle is weird. It's like blurred lines.
Like we don't know what's going on.
What's going on?
Like, is she her family? I don't know.
Are they family? Are they best friends? Are they more? I will say, this does lend better to the Mike Vrabel argument that sometimes friends and buddies just hold hands and hug and go to couples resorts together. That's all.
I guess.
You know?
Wait, no. I see what you're
What?
trying to do,
What?
and it's not going to work.
What? We're just
It's
best
not
friends.
going to
This
work.
is love.
It's not working. No.
All right. So that was the main event. And you know what? I'm just going to continue, just speed right through and continue. So Jade Cargill beats Io Sky, of course, due to her injuries or whatever. Takes a chair and is about to hit her with the chair, and then Rhea comes and saves the day, and that's how we break once again. What a anticlimactic ending. That's that.
Yeah.
Any thoughts? I'm sorry.
No, it just sucked.
Sucked.
That's the thing. It's like, I don't know what else to say. Like, and as we were watching it, I honestly, secretly to myself, I thought, even if Hulu wasn't messing up and the internet was working, I would just be like, I'm going to go make some eggs during this match because it sucks.
Last year.
Sorry.
Last year, I forget. Last year, I forget what PLE it was, but Rhea Ripley and Io Sky had an all-time quality match against each other. And then ever since then, they've just been made gal pals just on the buddy squad.
Yeah.
And Io has been tamped down ever since. And I just don't get it. So moving along. Alexa Bliss versus Bayley. Singles match, each of whom's tag partner was ringside. This SmackDown was in San Jose, Bayley's hometown. Distraction between Charlotte and Lyra and all this stuff. Alexa Bliss rolls up Bayley and sneak pins her in her own hometown. Let's talk about it.
Why do we keep doing Bayley dirty?
Don't know. I also don't know. I don't know what the obsession is for the women's division in these roll 'em up sneak pins. Again, I've been saying this for over a year. It seems like 25 to 33% of women's matches end in these sneak pins, and I don't get it. I don't get why this is such a big move.
I feel like it doesn't work.
But specifically in the women's division, it's just a constant. It's constant. It is a scourge on these otherwise wonderful matches.
Right.
I don't get it.
It does take away from it, and it does kind of like seem like they can't do it right, and that's the only way that they can win.
So they've got, I want to say it's a 4-way tag match at WrestleMania between the champs, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, the Bella Twins.
Oh, I love that.
Nikki and Brie Bella.
Yeah.
Who I was trying to do Nikki's dance yesterday. How did I do?
Oh, you did fantastic.
I'm going to start doing it.
Washing machine.
Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, hashtag We Are Friends, and Lyra, Valkyria, and Bayley. So Bayley gets rolled up in her own hometown a week before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Do you think that this is a precursor, just a setup to where Lyra and Bayley are going to win the belts? Who do you think is going to win the belts in that 4-way tag match at WrestleMania?
Between Lyra and Bayley, and then Alexa Bliss and...
Yep, Lyra and Bayley, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, the current champs, Nia and Lash Legend.
Yes.
And the Bella Twins. They're all going to be going at each other.
Okay, so as much as I would love for them to like win, I don't think the Bella Twins are going to win.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I almost want to say that I think, you know what? I think Bayley and
I do too.
I think they're gonna take it.
I do too. I think after seeing this Alexa sneak pin, it's the first thing I thought of is they're gonna win the belts.
I think they're gonna win the belts, and I hope they do.
And if they don't, we riot.
Yes.
In Las Vegas, where we won't be, but we think about rioting.
Yes.
And that's more important.
Although your birthday is coming up.
May 9th.
Yes.
Check out my Amazon wish list, viewers, 1.5 viewers that are still remaining. Before we roll them up to, speaking of roll them up, we've got too many topics and we've already spent too much time. Just I'm gonna take care of some of the backup dancers on this, and we don't even need to. It's the same storyline every week. Jacob Fatu fights Tama Tonga. Drew McIntyre attacks Jacob Fatu. What else is new? Royce Keys finally debuts in his first match against Berto. Congratulations to Royce Keys for finally kicking off and getting going. Good for you. It's about time they finally start using you in something here. Trick Williams. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about it. Lemon Pepper Steppers.
Lemon pepper steppers.
He defeated Matt Cardona, who I also love. Chelsea
Yes.
Green's husband. Lots of Tanner. Again, Sami Zayn sitting ringside. This feud does not need Little Yachty.
Okay, I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Why?
He only takes away from it. He only takes away from the charisma that is Trick. I get why they bring him out on 1 week, but to keep him along this whole time, whatever.
Okay, I think he's a bit much. I feel like I keep wanting to say Trick Daddy because of
Trick Daddy.
Because of the artist.
I taught you who Trick Daddy
You
was
did, I
too,
didn't
by
know.
the way. Unbelievable.
Too young for you.
Take
Just
it
kidding.
to the house. Take it to the house. Yeah, you had to have been
Yeah.
you had to have been in a really specific, you had to have been a rap music fan in a really specific 3-year, 4-year window, unless you're from Miami to know Trick Daddy. But I did. It was one of my first CDs, not bragging.
I was also a tiny little thing.
Not bragging. Take it to the house.
Okay, so I think it's just too much because I feel like Trick Daddy is like he's got too much going on already. Where excuse me, where bringing in Little Yachty just kind of like it's like overly overly stimulating.
Everything Trick has done has worked gangbusters. The
Yeah.
only thing that is not going over for me is Lil Yachty being there.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Even I hope they make a T-shirt out of the phrase that he started saying to Sami Zayn, which is the funniest thing I've ever heard. Catering is that way. That's such a
that
funny
is so
thing.
funny.
That's such a funny, demeaning thing to say to somebody. Catering is that way.
Yeah.
That's the best.
That's
They should make a
hilarious.
T-shirt out
They
of that.
should. And if they don't,
We might. I am going to buy some lemon pepper steppers
There you
because
go.
I'm 6'5", 250 pounds, 8 abs, 3 cars, 3 chains, 2 feet.
I love it.
Pat McAfee comes out again to trash CM Punk and everything else. Cody Rhodes comes out and says, "You don't belong here. You're an outsider." And then Randy Orton beats up Jelly Roll, and it just turns fine.
We're over it.
Fine.
We're over it.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Danhausen's first match.
Ooh, that was so cool. Okay. So Cat Williams.
What?
Kit. Sorry. Wait, that's the wrong person.
Cat Williams. Now we're talking. Now, if you want a celebrity cameo, Danhausen versus Cat Williams would be absolutely dynamite at WrestleMania.
That's a whole different person. Okay. Anyways.
Pimp. Pimp down. Pimp in distress. Cursed.
Kit Williams. Anyway, he's like about to take him down, and then he gets up on the rope, and of course,
Danhausen.
You are cursed. So he curses him, and then the little firework. The firework.
That is not fireworks. Whoa. Ball security. Security, honey.
Stop.
Wow.
Stop.
Please.
Pyro. Oh yeah, the pyro.
Goes off. Blows. Ball security.
Oh my god, the pyro goes off, and then Kit Williams, he just he falls and he's down.
And Danhausen gives his finisher, I guess, which isn't the greatest finisher I've ever seen, but it's enough to take care of it. The Miz tries to sneak up and attack him while the ref is holding his hand up. Lights go out. Danhausen's on the ramp running another 35 feet to the back.
That is hilarious.
My favorite part is when the pyro goes off and hits Kit Wilson. Danhausen looks more surprised than anyone else in the arena that all of his curses are working, which again is not what his past was. His past was he would do these curses and they would for the most part not work, and it would only be happenstance when they do. They've worked every time. He can't believe it. We can't believe it.
Yeah.
It's the greatest storyline, and it's the one character I can say they are booking and using absolutely perfectly to the point where I think it's going to become a problem it works so good. They're going to use it too much to bleed into other stars, and it's going to be a writing problem at some point. I take it from me, somebody who is a writer who beats things to death sometimes too much and applies one thing too much to the other. It's almost an inevitability that creatively he will drift into other places that they shouldn't, and they'll have to rein it back. He's that good. The storyline's that good.
It's so good. And just really quickly, I can't wait for them to just like tell us like, or where we could like discover how you break the curse. Like, is it by joining forces with him, or is it by beating him? But how do you beat him if he curses you?
How do you beat him if he curses you? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all we got for now. So if
that
you
was
have
a
been
lot.
listening, that was a whole lot.
Great.
That's an hour plus of wrestling plus Vrabel and Rossini. So please continue to watch, subscribe, comment your favorite Vrabel Diana Rossini title.
Yes.
Comment your favorite mispronunciation from The Love of My Life, the favorite name that she's mispronounced. My favorite is Donna Housen.
Donna Housen.
And tune in next time. Or
maybe there will be a Donna Housen now.
Cursed.